Hi guys, Tracy Andas. Welcome to my channel. Today we're getting into my favorite show, Married at First Sight Australia. This is season 13, episode 14, and we are meeting some new couples, which I'm really excited about. Get some fresh blood in here. The first person that they introduced on this episode is Tyson. Tyson is 100% full-blown testosterone-driven man. And he is looking for a woman who is not woke. He's not into that at all, has no patience for it. And he just doesn't want blue hair. He doesn't want a feminist. And he wants somebody who likes Trump because he likes Trump. And it makes for a better union if you're both on the same page politically. You don't have to be, but I'm telling you, some people have to be. Tyson's deal breakers are a woman with kids. He does not want to take care of somebody else's kids. Now, does this sound familiar? I mean, Scott and Tyson are actually quite a bit alike. So we'll see if Tyson changes his tune if he meets somebody like Scott did with Gia. We'll see. I mean, I think this might even be a little bit triggering for Gia when he starts talking because she's not all about this. I think Danny can take a break now. She'll be off his case and she will hyper focus on Tyson. If his girl wants to party on the weekends, he's going to show her the door. He's not into that. He doesn't want that. Oh my gosh. This is going to be fun. Really going to be fun. John looks a little shocked with Tyson. Tyson is 100% confident. He believes in what he believes. He's going to be a hard person to help if he needs any, because he doesn't think he needs any. Tyson doesn't mind same-sex marriage. He just doesn't want that pushed in his face. And Tyson was married once before, but his wife was messy. The dishes were in the sink, so that just wasn't going to work out. He's very militant. He's obviously from the military, and he runs a tight ship. He bought a big house to fill it with a wife and kids, and he wants someone ambitious and feminine. And here comes Stephanie. She's 32, and she's all those things. She loves Trump and hates woke people. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? She is in real estate, and her parents divorced when she was 15, and this was really traumatic for her. It shaped her, and it's made her a little bit leery of relationships. She's never been in anything serious, and Stephanie likes to work, but it's fine staying home, being a mom. She's fine with a traditional gender role, and both are conservative, disciplined, and have similar morals. So I'm thinking this is a match. Next couple up is introduced with Juliet, 27-year-old receptionist. She's wild and adventurous, loud and fun. She needs someone who will let her be her and have a good time. Juliet hasn't had an easy time dating. She wants someone who loves trying new things, and I'm not sure if two loud people together like this are gonna work. I mean, it seems like somebody needs to be the center of attention. Two people can't fill that role at the same time, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Loud, obnoxious, and immature is how many would describe Joel. Joel used to be very large, and now he is a working model. And when I say this, I mean it. His look is very editorial. Some people look different in person than they do in pictures, and he is very photogenic. It's incredible. He's handsome, and he's more handsome if he doesn't talk. That's what makes him obnoxious. He used to be very overweight, I think an extra 20 kilos, and he used to drive an Uber for a living. He was depressed, and now he's not. He turned himself around through exercise and meditation, and he's searching for a partner that is loud, boisterous, and adventurous. just like him. Two extroverts that don't take themselves too seriously. The original couples will be attending the nuptials, which will also be very interesting. Once again, Gia and Becca are at odds over the alleged lies about Danny, or so we think they're lies about Danny. That's yet to be determined. Sharon is Joel's mom, and she loves to feed him, which is why he probably had to lose so much weight. She's very nurturing, almost too much so, which could be a problem in the future. Juliet has normal expectations, but I'm not sure if this spoiled mama's boy is what she has in mind. That could be a lot to take on. Mel and Luke, Beck and Danny, and Gia and Scott, and Philippe and Stella all arrive looking stunning to this wedding. Joel is acting very odd. He has very nervous energy. This happens to a lot of brides and grooms. Can you imagine, especially if you don't even know who's walking down the aisle? So let's give him some grace here and see how this turns around. But to be honest with you, I'm here for it. I think he's hilarious. I love odd people, and he's gonna make this show amazing. Juliet said she wanted quirky. She gets what she asked for. Wow, did they find a quirky one? The experts have listened, boy. Gia thinks Joel is a weirdo, and of course Scott and Gia have lots of negative things to say. What's new there? He described her as a regal princess when he saw Juliet, an Arabian goddess. Look, I think they're both a great match. I mean, what a nice thing to say. He's full of compliments. His jokes, though, aren't very funny. I think he really thinks he's hilarious, and if she likes him, she'll laugh. And if she doesn't, she won't. That's how we'll know. Juliet describes herself as a ride or die. Hopefully Danny won't get any ideas. Unexpected, chaotic, and hopefully unforgettable. That's how she describes herself in her vows. And I love that. I think that's beautiful. She's definitely not forgettable, that's for sure. This girl is stunning and very intelligent. And hopefully she's not too judgmental and she lets Joel be himself, as weird as that may be. She says everyone is just a freak. Some people hide it and some people embrace it. Wow. This girl might just be perfect for him. His joke about having many flaws, carpet, tile, and wood, I mean, that's actually kind of a funny joke, especially with the Australian accent. Their flaws sound like floors. Anyway, when you see it, you'll get it. But during a nuptial, maybe not quite the appropriate time to joke. And I think this is what concerns Juliet. She wants a serious relationship. But again, you guys, it's probably just nerves. I think Mel is really appreciating Luke right now after she sees this absolute weirdo. And he sure is a bit theatrical, Joel. Tyson is the next groom up, and he's very confident, has very high expectations from the experts. I hope he gives his girl a chance. Stephanie's very nervous. I think Tyson has everything she's looking for as far as looks go. However, he seems a tad uptight. Maybe a few drinks will help. He's just a military guy, and they can be relatively rigid. You have to get through that hard shell. Julian, Grayson, Rachel and Steven, and Alyssa and David are going to be joining their nuptials. Seems a little bit more mellow of a group. They're not going to be so harsh and judgmental. Alyssa notices, as we all do, that there's not too many women on Tyson's side. And no mom, no sisters, no aunties. It's interesting. maybe we'll find out more about that. It turns out that Stephanie's 2 years older than Tyson. You know, it seems like just right off the bat, he's super judgmental and everything's like a red flag, when they're really nothing burgers. Who cares that she's 2 years older than him? He needs somebody a little bit more mature, because he's just so completely set in his ways and way too strict and way too judgmental. I swear he thinks this is a deal breaker, and he's just looking for anything that he can find to say this isn't going to work. I think she's so much softer than he thinks. I don't get masculine vibes like he keeps saying. I don't get that at all. He says she comes off as frigid. He comes off as frigid. What is he talking about? It's Juliette and Joel's reception. This is what I've been waiting for. This relationship is going to be a blast. There has been a few really odd birds on the show, and they were always my favorites. And they make the show great. Gia and Scott are going hard at Joel. I'm not sure why. They seem to be bullies and always pick on somebody that's maybe a little different than them and certainly doesn't need to be picked on. It's really bad vibes there. I really feel like Scott has quickly stepped into Brooke's place. Maybe Gia was the instigator all along. They asked if Julia was the type he was looking for, and he said he asked for exotic eyes, olive skin, or darker, and she doesn't have any plastic on that face. I loved this. This is so hilarious. And Gia didn't like that one bit. I mean, he called her out, and I loved it because nobody ever calls Gia out, really, and she is very plastic. And this Juliette is an absolute natural beauty. At Stephanie and Tyson's wedding reception, things are a lot less dramatic, but Stephanie is completely stressing out. I wish Tyson would calm her down and support her and reassure her, but he is not. Tyson is a little caveman-like, or maybe like Tarzan-ish. I'm not sure if he understands what a couple is. I really want him to soften up. He thinks the man should just be the provider and protector, but there's a lot more to being a good partner than those two things. This is a very old school mentality. She's not a feminist. I hate the words submissive or dominant. These terms are very archaic, and they have no place in our current society. Now, equality doesn't mean feminist. I love feminine roles, and he is very honest about what he wants, and I like that, but he's just too stringent. I just burst out laughing when Joel is so weird. The laugh, it makes Rachel's seem normal. I love it. I love a good laugh. It drives me nuts, and I'm here for that. I can't wait to see this relationship develop. Do you think he's always like this, or do you think maybe he's just nervous? I'm hoping, well, I don't care either way. It's great. Everyone's just gobsmacked. They cannot believe that he is acting like this at his wedding and at his reception. He really thinks he's funny. He's not. He's hilarious. Julia is worried. Her friends are scared. His speech seems like he is on stage performing. He is definitely performing. All eyes are on him. He's on TV. And I think this concerns her. Is he really here for the right reasons, or did he just want to be on TV? His mom's speech is even weirder than Joel's. I mean, what's going on here? Is this candid camera? I'm so confused. I mean, Juliette's a little bit humiliated right now. This is a bit much, and she thinks it's a big, giant joke to them. It's not. She just needs to get to know him a little bit better, and she will. Well, I hope you guys loved this as much as I do. I love these new couples so far. They're going to bring a lot of drama, and I'm not too certain either of them are going to be here for the long haul. But as long as they're here, I appreciate them. All right, you guys, check out my next video. I'll be dropping really soon. Have a great week. Bye.